What's up, everybody? It's Brandon from Tattooing 101. And if you're new to this Tattooing 101 YouTube channel, I would really appreciate it if you like and subscribe down below. That way I know if you guys are enjoying this content and I know what to do in the future. I've been changing up all of our content and trying to broaden the horizon of people that I could help. So with that being said, let's get into the video. And with this one, I'm going to talk about famous people's tattoos and why you shouldn't tattoo those tattoos. So along with famous people, you'll see that they get tattoos like Justin Bieber, The Rock, Rihanna, Lil Wayne. Tons of famous people out there get tattoos. Post Malone is another one. And I've seen plenty of people want to get the exact same tattoos that these famous people have. Now, the problem with that is you're going to be copying a tattoo design that obviously a professional tattoo artist did. And also, not a lot of famous people get good tattoos. I don't understand why. Obviously, they usually have the money to get them done correctly, but they don't. Just like when The Rock first started, he got his bullhead tattoo when he started, professional wrestling and things like that. And he got it recently covered up by a really good artist. And it was a perfect cover up. It worked great. So that is one that I will say, congratulations on getting that terrible tattoo covered up and fixed, because it looks awesome now. Another thing along with that would be The Rock's Polynesian tribal tattoo. All of those designs are specifically made for that person. So like it has their life story. The way it's done is in a traditional type of manner. And there's a lot that goes into designing things like that. Yes, I've done Polynesian tribal before, but I let my client know that I don't know what all of these things mean. There's a lot of artists out there that study for years and years and commit their whole lives into understanding how all of these things mean, the direction of the arrows, the fish, all of those things that are integrated into those designs mean something. So if you don't know what they mean and you're just throwing them on somebody, yes, it'll look cool, but you could just be explaining their life in a completely terrible way. So I try to stay away from those things just because, yes, I can tattoo them, but I don't know the back history towards them. And obviously you don't want to get The Rock's exact tattoo tattooed on you because that's his life story. So you're just carrying around his life story on you, which is kind of weird. Another thing with face tattoos now being like an iconic thing in, the music industry with like Post Malone, Lil Wayne, all of these artists are coming out getting face tattoos. Another one would be like Yellow Wolf. Tons of them are getting their full face blasted. So I made another video on why you shouldn't get your face tattooed, just because, yes, I have mine done, and I wish I could go back and not have them. It hasn't really benefited my life. I like them, but at the end of the day, I would have probably been better off not to get them. Now, obviously, if you're famous, it doesn't really matter what you do, but for the average person, going and copying someone's face tattoos is, first of all, crazy. Don't do that, and just don't get your face tattooed. It's as simple as that. I mean, there's no positive side of getting your face tattooed besides, I guess, scaring people is what me personally have dealt with. Obviously, they don't scare me because I have them. But, going out in society freaks people out. So along with that, don't go copying your favorite artist tattoos. There's like Justin Bieber that he has a ton of work, and most of his work is not well done. I never really understood why famous people don't pay the money to get good artists, I guess because, I heard that sometimes they get put under and not a lot of professional artists are going to want to deal with that. And then tattooing for like 15 hours straight to get a ton of work done when they're put under, anesthesia, stuff like that. Now, that is something that I read. Don't quote me on that. I don't know exactly how it's done, but I do know that one day they won't, and then they have their whole chest and back done in one day. And as a normal person, I wouldn't want to go through that. That sounds terribly painful. Unless you're, put under anesthesia, then it wouldn't be that bad. Next would be the one that I see the most that people do on people is Rihanna's tattoo with like the wings, and she has it like underneath her chest. I have been asked so many times to redo that tattoo, and still to this day I have not. I've seen other artists do it, and for some reason everyone wants that tattoo. Females, dudes, everyone gets that tattoo. So yeah, that's something iconic to her. So why would you want to get that on you? I get it, it's a cool design, but if you want to draw inspiration from that and do something in that style, just don't do the exact same thing. It's just crazy. And other artists are going to see that and be like, why would you do that? So if you're a first starting out artist and using things for a portfolio, don't do that. And the last point is, if you're going to copy someone's tattoos, it's very frowned upon in the tattoo industry. And copying someone's famous tattoo, obviously everyone's going to know where it came from. And it's not going to work if you were like, no, I created this design. I was the first person to come up with this design. It's not going to work because obviously the famous person, whoever it may be, has it posted everywhere and you could clearly see. So best advice, don't copy anyone's work. Stay away from tattooing things that famous people have or that anyone has in general. You know, use it as inspiration, make your own tattoos, do things like that, and I promise it'll help your career. And if you're having problems with coming up with your own ideas, we have a Tattooing 101 sketchbook that I'll leave a link in the description below for you. It's really easy to pick up. Just fill out the information. It'll get sent straight to your email. You could go through it. There's 74 plus designs in there that you could reconstruct. You could print off right away and tattoo, practice on fake skins, or create a couple different designs, put them together and make your own. And that's a great way to build up all of the knowledge that you need to be able to draw a tattoo. So I definitely recommend you check that out if you haven't already. So there you go. That's why you should not tattoo famous people's tattoos. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the next video.